little bit of technical difficulties. We lost the internet, but we found it, dragged it back kicking and screaming. It's a good thing, too, because it's time for Metroid Fusion Any %, but not just Any %, an Any % race between MetroidMaster and MetalGlennSolid.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
I'm MetroidMaster.
I'm Glenn.
And yeah, we're about to have ourselves a fusion race.
This could be fun.
Right? So we're in for a time. So I guess we'll just do the honors of doing the soft reset before we start the run.
Legally required.
Legally
soft
required
resets.
if one of us actually PBs. So with that, I don't know. Do you want to count it down, or should I count it down, or
You
do we
count
want
it
someone
down.
else to count it down?
Sonic
Okay,
Man
Sonic
has
Man,
offered to
come here,
count
Sonic
down.
Man. We're gonna let Sonic Man do
Come
the
on.
honors of counting us down. All right. If we are ready.
All right, gentlemen, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Yay!
All right. So first off, we have the first boss of the game, text.
I hate text.
And we're both playing on the Japanese version because it saves us literal minutes in text mashing. There's a lot less text than there is in the English version.
It's about 2, maybe 3 minutes. I don't know who's counting.
Something like that. So you really have to have your text mashing down. And now we're coming into the main deck climb.
Yay! I had a good climb. Did
I
you
think
have a
we
good
both
climb?
had pretty decent climbs.
Yeah, I would say so.
And then we're going to stop and do another text mashing boss.
I shudder every time I open these consoles. Oh, good. It's just one box instead of 3. I think we're okay.
Yep.
Grab the ledge, please. Off to the quarantine bay to kill a frog.
Yep.
There we go. Now we get to go talk to Dad again. And Dad likes to tell us what to do a lot.
Yep.
But you know what? He's going to show us a very nice GIF.
Yep. We're going to go get our first upgrade.
Thanks for the GIF, Dad.
Yep.
It's so pretty.
It's jealous.
It's Jello.
Jello.
It's lemon flavored. Not my favorite flavor, but you know what? It's a good flavor.
Yo, the sink?
The sink is fantastic. I do enjoy the sinks. Samus, do you want to grab ledges for me, please? We still have a little bit more text before we get missiles, I guess. I don't know. Something
Yeah.
about 20% chance of survival.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, this is going to be great. And we have these lovely, lovely stairs. I think we are in sync, actually.
Wow.
Nuts.
They're so in sync.
And now, because these elevators are very slow, Samus has time to monologue while riding up the elevators.
Thankfully,
Which of
it's
course
not
means
voice
more
acting.
text.
No voice acting, though, which is fine. Neat.
And now we're just gonna download missiles. Because that's the thing, you can just download missiles.
Just like MP3 players, so you can download music.
These are legally downloaded, though.
Yeah, they're sent to us by the government.
All right,
Straight
Clint's
from the
back, So
government.
I was just starting double, so I'm going to hop out, he's going to hop in.
You know, I do enjoy hating on walls, and we fell. Because game decided to eat my input.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hello there.
Hello.
You're back.
My front.
Fair.
The sink, though, Have you seen this sink? Do you see this sink?
Yeah, I think the drain's clogged.
Whoa, okay.
I think the drain's clogged in the sink.
Yeah.
No, I was in there. The water was raining just fine.
Okay, it must have been just me then.
Yeah, it could be. Oh, it's time for some eye doors. Let's see, we gonna get any doubles?
Maybe. Nope. I
Ah,
did
it's
say
just that.
maybe.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it looks like the ooh, MetroidMaster getting the early hit, but then Glenn getting the overall better eye door luck. You can, after all, get up to 4 beams between times that you're guaranteed seeing that weak point. But now it's time for I forgot what this guy's name is all of a sudden. Arachnus, right.
Wow.
Wow, the double roll. My God, what is this? Dinner. All right. But we got a double from Glenn and his
I disagree, game. I disagree.
Who needs to crawl anymore?
Why crawl when you can ball?
Ball is life.
So something you saw Glenn do there, which gave him a slightly faster core X fight, is something we call a double missile, which we can definitely go into a little bit more on the next fight. We'll be able to see 2 of them. But so far, you've kind of already started to get the gist of what Fusion is all about. Running around this space station doing very precise movement and just trying to get Samus back up to snuff because she lost a lot of power-ups.
You could say she's blue about it.
Dabba-dee.
Da ba ba.
Can you believe this website is free?
It's true.
But you also notice that this game has a lot more text than Metroid games you might be used to. Mashing actually genuinely becomes an important part of how fast you are at this game. You can lose seconds, if not minutes, if your mashing is not on point. Ooh. Both runners opting for my preferred strat, taking the missile tank on the main deck. It's not necessary, but it gives you a little bit of extra security in Sector 1. And Glenn, of course, being the good, both being the kind hosts and leaving the door open. I know. I know. Sax is not a good house guest.
I was trying to be nice.
Twice.
And you were both nice, but Sax is not nice.
Now I'm blue.
Dabba-dee.
Da ba
That would
da.
die.
But that's okay. You're going down to Sector 1, which is actually not blue in the slightest. It's just kind of yellow and brown.
Kind of reminds me of a Noctua fan.
Which is appropriate considering what you have to do in this sector. This is, of course, the SRX biome, which is SR388, because apparently you need to build it in orbit around the planet in question. But the X-Parasites have touched the thermostat, so dads everywhere are cringing, and it's up to Samus to fix the fans, which I guess are built by Noctua, I don't know. But we do that by, of course, firing missiles at them, just like real fans. And it has to be missiles, which is part of the reason why both MetroidMaster and Glenn opted to grab that extra missile tank on the main deck, because missiles are life in this sector. Without them, you're going to have a real bad time, and that's also why they're they're doing their best to stay as close to full health as possible to guarantee green X drops, because green X drops are what give you missiles. And ooh, that super crisp, clean room from Glenn, taking care of the horror nodes real easy. Let's see how MetroidMaster does. Oh, opting for the jump strat, conserving the missiles a little tiny bit slower, but making sure he has a little bit more firepower, and taking full advantage of the momentum control from morphing and unmorphing to drop down that pirate room. Glenn doing a real good job. MetroidMaster doing the same thing. Pirate positioning, cooperating for both of them, maintaining full health, going on, taking care of more and more of these broken fans. Missile count's looking real good for both of them. I think we're actually in really good shape. Now, this is actually a pretty straightforward sector. There's a tiny bit of randomness in this room that Glenn's coming into now. The fan could be moving up or down, and if it's moving up, that's exactly what you want to see. Optimal fan positioning for Glenn, getting out of here. 13 missiles heading out of the last one before the last fan before the boss. MetroidMaster also getting that upward moving fan. Excellent, excellent. Similar RNG for both of them. Glenn doing the pirate climb here. A little bit sketchy depending on what the pirates want to do, but still a combination of space jumps and well-placed missiles gets him out of there. MetroidMaster not far behind. Ooh, intercepting that pirate. While Glenn running through the water with the slowest of speed, because that's what Samus does in water. Like, who would have thought wearing a power suit in the water was slow? And now let's see if Glenn gets any doubles. Oh, was that a double, Glenn?
I think so.
I think that was a double. Well, no, as soon as the eyeball reappears. Door, please.
Come on, Brenda. There we go.
And it was a double. Very nicely done, Glenn. Those are very MetroidMaster, do you also get a double?
Nope, that was just 3 missiles.
Okay. So Glenn got the double. MetroidMaster seemed to have
just got very quick eyes.
slightly better eye beam luck. Ooh, I saw a double from Glenn there. This is a yeah, very nice. Another double from Glenn. This is a beam core. Beam cores are a little bit different than other cores in the fact that you can only hit them when they open their eye, which also makes getting double missiles more challenging. Double missile, which I referenced before and have been mentioning continuously, of course refers to getting 2 missiles into that boss's hitbox on the same frame, skipping a cycle, because iframes are terrible. We don't like them. So we skip as many of them as we can. Taking advantage of iframes to get inside that hitbox and use the charge beam. Charge beam is, of course, at its very best in this game. This game has the best charge beam. I don't think either of you will fight me on this.
Not even once.
Because not only does this upgrade give your beam 2 parts, but it also gives Samus another extra bit. You might notice her arm flashes slightly when you release the shot. That flash actually also does damage. So you get right up in an enemy's face when you release the shot. You are hitting 3 separate pieces, and that does a lot of damage. That's going to be critical to an upcoming boss quick kill, which you'll be seeing in a few minutes. But that was the last fan. Both of them. It's good to know that if Glenn and MetroidMaster have to consider new careers, HVAC technician via percussive maintenance is something they can both do. However, they're done with Sector 1 for now, so we can head the heck out of here. But first, it's time to talk to Robot Dad.
Again.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
He's so mean to me, though.
I know, but he does it because he cares, probably.
But
Probably.
I don't know what he's telling me. I just see dots on the map, so I go there out of curiosity.
Okay, look, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry you have to learn like this, but I'm pretty sure this means you're adopted.
Oh. Can I go on vacation then?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
And you're gonna go on a vacation to a tropical paradise.
Where?
Sector 2.
Oh.
Look. You think Computer Dad's made out of computer money?
Yes.
I mean,
he could just make more. It's digital.
It's fake, just like real money.
Okay. That tracks.
But yeah, yes indeed, it's time for Sector 2, TRO, which I've been told is short for tropical. And so you remember how Sector 1 was all about dem missiles? Sector 2 is all about dat health. Everything in this sector wants you super dead.
Why do they look so huggable?
Because
I indeed.
Except for that.
the double da-da-dun. Ah, the joys of dual setups.
Aren't they great?
Oh, they're the best. It wasn't way too much work to get this set up either. But no, yeah, Glenn's of course referring to the Zols that are the red-looking, slightly spiky things that are all over Sector 2.
Caterpillars.
Yeah, caterpillars. The very fuzzy caterpillars. Those things. They don't look that dangerous. They hurt a lot, and they are always exactly where you need to be. So, you're going to be seeing MetroidMaster and Glenn do their best to only kill the ones that they absolutely have to, because the other ones will often reform in even worse spots if you kill them. So, it's all about just taking full advantage of the wall jumps, falling where you want to fall, and charge shots, and angling those missiles. Those 2 on the ground in the previous room MetroidMaster was in, it looks like MetroidMaster did take 1 hit there, taking 50 damage. Those things are no joke.
But they look like giant red body pillows.
I know they do. And there we go. Charge shot plus the double missile to take care of that. The trick there is, of course, you fire that first missile earlier than you think you have to, just because... Oh! Thankfully, there's another cool trick about Fusion that is useful here. You're going to see MetroidMaster do it here. You've been seeing Glenn do it. If you charge your beam going into a door transition, you always come out the other end with a full charge. So that's a free charge. We take those. And since that free charge is guaranteed, if you release the button during that transition, you fire that fully charged shot on the first possible frame, which is actually useful in a couple spots. So there's a lot of cool little things like that that aren't particularly flashy or showy, but are extremely useful in the speedrun. You're going to see MetroidMaster and Glenn make full use of both of them. And as they move through Sector 2 here, you get to see a few more little minor optimizations. You're going to see them both, as always, try to morph in the air. There are fewer animation frames if you morph in the air, so Samus will always try to morph in the air. And also, if you're going to be falling, you're going to see them both try to morph right as they land to avoid the bounce. And in Metroid Fusion, it's actually, believe it or not, even if you're already morphed, unmorphing and remorphing as you land is faster than just dropping and bouncing. Little details like that add up over the course of a run that's over an hour long.
That Zoro was not very kindly placed game. Just like this breakfast that somebody left all over the floor.
Hey, look at that. Oh my god. Ugh.
That was bad.
Ugh. Pancakes are no joke either.
They're angry.
They're angry. Some put so much butter on them, it's going straight to Samus's heart. All that cholesterol. Ugh.
Did you just insult Bash Prime's breakfast with butter?
No, I said it's high in cholesterol. I didn't say it was bad.
Fair. There is good cholesterol.
It's true.
Health lessons with Buckeye Speed Bash.
This event really does give you everything.
It's true.
Didn't go for that pixel perfect missile that saves no time whatsoever.
The swag missile did
Swag
not
missile.
like me.
But the other cool thing about here's a great object lesson in why the charge beam is great. You just take 3 missiles. Now instead, 1 charge shot to the face, boom, and because of Glenn just is not having luck with the beams, but because of just the eye door luck, MetroidMaster has closed the gap and they're both facing off against Zazabi at the same time. But now the question is, friends, how many jumps?
2.
What's a
3.
jump?
3 jumps.
So Glenn out here with the
had to
bad
ask.
door
4.
luck and MetroidMaster
5.
just having the worst time with the jumps.
5 jumps. 6. 7.
Oh my god, Zazabi is just
7 jumps.
getting his kicks. It cancels out. But the Zazabi core is a 4-missile
8?
core, so
Okay.
Glenn's getting the first double and the second double. Double doubles for Glenn. MetroidMaster getting the first double and double doubles for MetroidMaster. 2 double doubles. Excellent work from both of our runners. And their prize is, of course, the 1-2 punch of high jump and jump ball. It's no longer called spring ball because spring ball was a silly name.
Automatic doubles and all spring rolls.
Don't talk about food, man. You're making me so hungry right now. All right, so are either of our runners going to? Glenn's not going to go for
not even
not
one.
for any percent sack skip. Not everyone here is
Scotty.
not everyone here is C Scotty W. And hey, look at that! All the Zoros just turned into. They're taking a rest. Something else I wish I could do right now. A little bit of some vertical movement going on here, though.
Such a satisfying climb when it goes well.
It really is. Those Zoro cocoons behave a lot like frozen enemies as far as how they behave when you jump on them. So Samus just sticks to them. You don't have to shot cancel to break out a spin or anything. She just lands instantly, which is extremely satisfying. Looks like Glenn is the first to make it back to the navigation room with MetroidMaster not far behind. But all that could very easily change, because coming up next we have Sector 4, the AQA sector, which I'm pretty sure that's just a misspelling of Aquarius. It's in the Age of Aquarius, that a very popular song by the Fifth Dimension. What does it mean? I'm not entirely sure.
Jury's out on that one, I think.
I think it is, yeah.
I don't know.
But here's another fun fact for you. Sector 4 is also the only sector where when you walk off the elevator, you go to the left. So you ever see a runner walk off the elevator in the wrong direction, they probably thought they were in Sector 4. But Sector 4 is also where the movement really starts getting spicy, which is ironic for an aquatic sector, because there's a whole lot more use of jump cancels, L shots, and a bunch of other tricks that I haven't completely explained yet, but that's okay, because we got a little bit of time. But first, text mashing.
We love text around
We
here.
do love some text. That's why we play Fusion.
Is it just a millennial thing where we just like text so much that we have it in our games because we basically are making texting popular again? I don't know. Weird analogy.
These are the things that keep me up at night. Now they can keep you up at night too.
The only thing that's been keeping me up at night is daylight savings time.
But Glenn, MetroidMaster in this room, giving us a showcase of several skills. We get to see right here an L shot. You saw MetroidMaster shoot while spinning and not popping out of spin. I say L shot, I meant R shot. I'm getting my wires crossed. Because much like in Zero Mission, the previous run, holding down R is how Samus activates missiles. But the fun thing is, if you have a charge while somersaulting and you press R, Samus releases her charged shot, but doesn't pop out of spin, which is actually extremely useful in a few spots. Lets you, for example, continue your jump like that. Or if you were, for example, oh, I don't know, space boosting, it lets you continue space boosting without popping out of spin. There's a lot of really cool little movement. Oh no! The evil space crabs just knocking MetroidMaster off the ceiling, down the crumble blocks, forcing him to climb back around. That's an unfortunate loss of a few seconds, but all that could change depending on this. 0 beams for Glenn, heading directly into
The rave party.
the rave party. Still one of the hottest jams of 2002 right here.
It's true.
This is normally a 5-cycle fight, but with charge beam it turns into a 2-cycle fight if you get your positioning correct. And
I didn't.
no.
Okay.
It's like Glenn is shaping up to have himself a 3-cycle here. MetroidMaster is going to get that first hit. He is going to get that first hit, and Glenn getting the 3-cycle. MetroidMaster getting the 2-cycle, closing the gap a bit. This is a 5-missile fight, so double on a single. Ooh, that positioning from Glenn. Not just getting the double, but also getting the sweet spot. So, for those of you who aren't aware, who have not played this game casually, the X, when you destroy the core, always floats to the exact same spot in the room. If you manage to kill the X core on that spot, it forms instantly without flashing, and you get what is called a sweet spot, letting you grab it instantly, saving you several seconds. And Glenn showcasing a wonderful sweet spot right there, just instant grab. That is what you want to get every single time if you can help it. Another fun little trick that was added to Fusion from SM, what you're seeing both of them use here, is respin. I feel nowadays people kind of take respin for granted, but Fusion was the first game to actually add it to Samus's normal moveset, and we're glad they did. We're glad they did. But now both of them have Speed Booster, which is as fun as ever. Run fast, plow through walls, which is great advice to live by, let's be real. And, oh, not quite. Glenn, of course, trying to unmorph low enough that Samus actually can shine spark to the right at a 2-tile gap. Normally she floats up from the ground, which is a little bit too high. MetroidMaster getting it just like that. hitting that 2 talent gap, allowing him to carry that speed through more rooms. Little things like that really add up over the course of this run, gaining some time back, getting a quick form of that gold X as well. Keeping it close. We've been seeing so many changes to the lead, and that's honestly likely going to be the case throughout the course of this race. There's a lot of stuff in Fusion that can change the flow. And goodness gracious, I should have brought my cup of water because my throat is declaring war on my happiness. Thank you so much, you are wonderful. Now we're going to Sector 3, which PYR I'm pretty sure is code for Doritos. Because Sector 3 is the color of nacho cheese Doritos. You know, no one can tell me anything to the contrary.
No, blue is better.
But that's not the color of Sector 3.
That was the color for Sector 2, and you know what? It's still the wrong color because the chips are not blue.
Ooh. Ooh. But Sector 3 is pretty chill, ironically enough. There are no enemies here. I just spilled water in my own hand.
GG.
There are no enemies here, but we're going to try to get ourselves a power-up, which is to say super missiles, because we love super missiles. They're like missiles, but more super.
Crunch missiles.
Oh, they have the most satisfying sound.
It's true.
The whoever's doing the audio direction for Metroid Fusion did a fine job. And the game also gives us chances to just start plowing through walls immediately. One upside to Metroid Fusion being an extremely linear Metroid is that there's a lot more planning you can do. Oh no, Glenn! Glenn managing to bring it back by shine sparking from further out, but unfortunately having to regain that charge has enabled MetroidMaster to retake the lead, although it's actually a very, very close lead at this point. It's mere seconds apart. Now the green doors are open and chill times are over. Here comes the X.
Oh man. Why are there so many?
Because, of course there are. There's always too many X. And, no shine break for either runner. Thankfully, shine break in this case is one of those tricks that doesn't really save that much time. It just looks really cool, which honestly I think is a perfectly valid reason to do any trick.
Everyone get ready to say hi to both Bobs.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
So, now you might be wondering why the heck we named a missile tank. Because up until the discovery of a couple certain tricks, that was the only unskippable item in the game. So 1% was a category for a long time, and because of Bob, that missile tank right there. Now, of course, we know how to skip them, but ooh, could we possibly get a data spark? Glenn, I think you might. Yours is actually pretty solid. You have a chance. It's a tough trick to get, though. Oh, I thought you had it.
Frame late.
Thought you had it.
Ah, well.
That's a very difficult trick to get. But now it's time for the box fight. And I know what you're all going to say. It doesn't really look like a box, and that's extremely valid, but just take our word for it. Use suspension of disbelief. In the future, this is what boxes look like. Thankfully, we have some good strats here for dealing with the box. Unfortunately, box is just kind of not really designed to be shot at. That hitbox is in there, so if you're a little bit too far away, the missiles tank. If you're too close, it likes to hit you. So, oh my gosh, box just given both Glenn and MetroidMaster a lot of trouble here. Glenn the first to finish the fight, but unfortunately a little bit further to the left than you would have liked. You always want to try to kill box as far to the right as possible so he doesn't have to take a long walk to the point where he jumps out. But MetroidMaster finishing the fight as well, not far behind. Both of them now on their way out of Sector 3 for the next thing in the BSL, whatever it might be. Spoiler alert, it's Sector 6. And both of them looking good on missiles, because this is actually a spot where you don't want to be completely out of missiles. You do need Summon Sector 6 to deal with barriers. Well, Glenn's playing with fire a little bit because you do need 3 missiles to deal with that barrier, so hopefully no puffers get in the way. Yes, if one gets in the way, you are allowed to smack me. I got you, I got you.
There aren't any puffers in it before that barrier.
It's true.
I'm trying to build suspense.
There's bats, though.
There are bats.
There are a lot of bats.
There are a lot of
so
bats.
many bats.
So many bats.
There is Batman.
Why are there so many bats? And you know what else there is?
Because it's Pokemon. They're all
Betrayal
Zubats.
by men in suits.
So many Zubats.
Just like in real life.
So
Do you have
this
any
is,
repel?
Remember, Ferengi rules of acquisition always tell you never trust a man in a suit better than yours.
especially if you don't know what his face looks like.
Yeah. And Sector 6 is my personal favorite sector because, well, mainly to get this purple, honestly.
It's an understandable.
Hey, Prince.
Now, a fun thing about Sector 6, it's supposed to be the nocturnal sector.
So it's dark.
Yes.
Are you
And
sure?
it would have absolutely been dark if you were playing this on the original GBA, because on the original GBA, everything is dark. But in the modern era, where backlights exist and where you can play your GBA on the TV, it's not dark at all. Like at all. And for some reason, there's also blue raspberry X's here.
Oh, that's blue jello.
Yeah.
Blue raspberry Jello.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
unfortunately,
in the future, Jello becomes X's.
and
That's how-
unfortunately, we're allergic to blue raspberry at the moment.
We are allergic to blue raspberry. Unfortunately, as it turns out, all Metroids are allergic to blue raspberry, and because of the Metroid vaccine that saved Samus's life, Samus has inherited that allergy, which is tragic. And there we go, those 3 missiles put to good use. That's why I was saying you need those 3 missiles. You may also notice both of them bombed the wall but didn't go in there. That's because of how long the bomb timer is in Metroid Fusion, so it's actually legitimately faster to grab that on the way back out of Sector 6 later. Little optimization, since you can't really do a whole lot of skips in this game, no sequence breaks, it's all about movement optimization. And of course, avoiding the blue raspberry. Oh gosh, Speed Booster is such a useful item, it's so fun. And here we go, a little bit too high. Glenn trying to go for that free energy tank. You drop that bomb just right, those bombs will break during that cutscene you can't move. But now it's time for a little bit of yakety sax. The SAX is in fact an unfeeling murder machine, but it is an unfeeling murder machine without the greatest AI. So it's actually very much faster to poke the bear here than it is just wait for it to get out of the way, as Glenn will show you right here. Let it jump over you, and just run past it.
Bye.
There is actually a faster way to do that, but no one does it except Scotty, because Scotty is an absolute mad lad. We love him, he's a great dude.
There are a few people who have started to take up that
He's so
strat.
tired of that joke.
He really is, though.
Every time he does the run at GDQ, chat erupts into that. Oh my god, MetroidMaster getting the 3-beam door while Glenn is already heading into Giant Corax. But Giant Corax is a boss that hates your happiness. You can hopefully get it in 4 cycles here. So far, so good. The 4th cycle and the lead-off double. Glenn having a real strong...
Nope.
Oh, not getting that double though. Getting that double. So Glenn not quite getting the triples here, but still, real strong fight. MetroidMaster having a little bit of a struggle getting that. Giant Corax is real easy to get out of control here, but getting a double, can he get another one? He can. Can he finish the fight and get a sweet spot?
I can't tell, I'm blind.
Quite. It's hard to tell. Yeah, I lost sight in one of my eyes here.
Lucky. You have one good eye left.
Not anymore.
Oh no.
Oh no, I
No.
can't see anything.
I'm blind twice now.
Oh god. Well, it means now you can see again. You don't underflowed.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
what am I doing?
you're trying to save your eyes. Unfortunately, the various suit in Metroid Fusion is an abomination.
What is this abomination?
Conster, do you even listen to what I say?
No. He just came in. Yeah, he literally just.
You should have been able to hear me from outside. I talk loud enough to do that.
Should also have been able to feel the agony.
Okay, you're around so much of the morality guy. Can you hear me now?
Good.
You mean the sprint guy? Oh, wow.
Do we have a moment to read off a donation?
Absolutely.
We got a $20 donation from Jeff Vader Jr. saying, "Go MetroidMaster," and Glenn too, I suppose.
Hey, let's go, Jeff.
But only if Glenn plays Windjammers. Love Zelda file name, Dirt.
So Jeff Vader Jr. is one of my fellow Windjammers competitors that I did get to play a little bit of Windjammers against online. He's good people.
It's probably. Well, we'll see once the text goes away. It's pretty darn close to even. They've been back and forthing it since we started. But I think Glenn is slightly ahead here.
I think about 10 seconds.
Yeah, very little. Only a few seconds though. But it is worth mentioning though. Speaking of Windjammers, we do have a bid war over which character MetroidMaster will be using in his Windjammers run tomorrow. So if you would like to perhaps influence that, you can click on our donate link under the stream and go to the Tiltify page. And on top of that, as an added bonus, you can put that money toward both a bid war and also donation incentives, such as our amazing Yoshi Safari Played with a Mirror run, or the Zadet True Final Boss incentive. Both of those are taking place tomorrow, so if you would like to see those, by all means, donate your money to a good cause and put it toward getting some more sweet speedrun action. But hey, guess what? It's time to go to the Sector 5, the Arctic sector.
Oh, you mean this room?
What?
It's cold in
It's
here.
very cold in here.
There's no in between. This morning when we got here, it was really hot, so we asked them to turn it down, and I guess they
So we went from being in Sector 3 to Sector 5.
yes.
In about 5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, so
I think Sector 5 would beat this room pretty easily.
This room is Sector 5.
Yeah, that's
It's
all
true.
right. This room is Sector 5.
Down? Hello?
yes. Sector 5 is another area that has some interesting movement to deal with. This room right here that Glenn has just entered, the zoomers here. Wait, are these
Waivers.
waivers? I was getting mixed up.
Not vanilla.
The waivers are often in very. They're not completely random. They're in one of several different positions, and you have to just kind of learn the different places they can be and learn how to deal with them, either with a super missile or with a charge shot. Because otherwise, you can deal with situations like losing your your speed charge trying to go through the floor. Neither of them did. Both of them managed to take care of the waivers, no problem, or just getting knocked around a whole lot. Thankfully, by this point, damage is less of an issue, but it's very easy just to lose many, many seconds as just the waivers treat you like a piñata. A very
got the,
grossly colored piñata.
We'll jump
That's why I
extends.
deserve to be beat like one. This fashion statement is just dreadful.
Metroid dreadful.
No. That's better than this suit.
So it's probably like the red sector or the blue sector?
And right here on Glenn's side, you will see right there, boom. That's a perfect example of releasing the shot on that first frame like I talked about earlier. If you don't do it, that gate will not open in time. So that's a definite example of where you want to be doing that first frame shot. And unfortunately, now it's time for the missile downgrade.
Side grade?
I almost hesitate to call it a side grade, because yeah, you can freeze things, but you lose that satisfying thonk, and now you can no longer one-shot things with supers, so I feel like 2 downs, 1 up, that still feels like a downgrade to me.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's kind of like the canonical, you know, up, down,
I don't know if I would call these missile upgrades similar to the Konami code.
I mean, you technically kind of have infinite lives in this game, so. But anyways, we have ice missiles now, which the whole gimmick being since Samus is allergic to blue raspberry, which also means she doesn't deal well with the cold, as it turns out. Computer Dad claims she can no longer use the ice beam, so instead we have to use ice missiles. So missiles now freeze stuff. And it has a few party tricks. You can use it to make platforms, much like the classic Ice Beam, or you can use it to make platforms. I guess. But
Very ballistic snow cones.
I honestly wouldn't want to eat any kind of snow cone made out of frozen X, because,
Who turned the red on?
Glenn,
What? What'd I
did you
do?
remember to turn off the stove before you left home?
Did I? I don't know. I don't know, man.
What did you do?
It wasn't me, I swear.
Did we do the same thing?
I think.
I
don't know.
think you both did the same thing.
I don't know. It's saying there's an emergency somewhere, but I can't tell where.
Something to do with
Chat,
a dog?
can you help me?
If only,
Did the dog do it?
If only there was some dog-shaped emote on Twitch that we could use to illustrate where the emergency is.
It's not Oh My Dog.
It's not.
If there's Oh My Dog, ban.
Yeah.
Ban Oh My Dog.
Man, oh my dog. I'll let Ralph Z off with a warning, but we better be seeing a flood of Frank Z's in chat right now. That's all I'm saying, because this is, of course,
Where's the chat?
the emergency in Frank Z.
What?
There's no chat on the overlay. Don't worry.
Probably for the best.
Yeah. I mean, look, where else would we put it?
It's true.
I almost stopped at the navigation. I'm like, wait a minute, no.
I've done that. It's always embarrassing.
Wow.
Don't worry, Glenn. There will be other chances to freeze stretches. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to freeze that one.
I'm not, because I'm like, I only got 19 missiles. I
yeah.
guess maybe this. It's
So,
like,
anyways,
yeah,
the
oh
gimmick
well.
here is the X's just keep touching the thermostat, and that's no good. So we have to go down into the depths of Sector 3 to fix it, because they turned it all the way up. And as it turns out, that would literally cause the furnace to melt, because in the future, technology is just exceedingly unsafe. And we're going down here, and this is essentially designed as a tutorial for ice missiles. You're going to see them both basically just freezing a lot of stretchies and enemies to both get around them and to create platforms. And it's actually a really satisfying section once you do if you get it really clean. Just freezing enemies, using them as platforms, getting them out of your way, just feels real good when you get it. And there's actually a pretty good metric for how well you do and what the time is when you finish the emergency. Glenn making it through real quick and getting a 0 beam, so Glenn's in good shape to possibly get a 430 something. We'll see. This is a 4 missile core. Getting doubles is a challenge. That would look pretty solid. Double doubles from Glenn! Glenn, I think you might have a 430 here.
No, not
I
quite.
think it's gonna be close. I think you might have it. Oh!
429,
Still a
40.
Still, a 429 is a darn solid time.
Why am I pressing in?
And MetroidMaster are going to be pulling what looks to be a 422 here.
Yeah.
I am just very off. 421. But still, both very solid times. Emergency can definitely be sketchy. One thing goes wrong, it tends to snowball, which is ironic considering a snowball would not survive in Frank Z. Incidentally, Mod, please, if you see any more Frank Z's in chat, please ban. These are the rules, I don't make them, I just enforce them.
Okay.
But it is worth noting, though, something else about the double missiles on the cores that we've been talking about a lot. With every missile upgrade, the double missiles become more challenging because every missile upgrade doesn't just change the properties of the missile, it also changes their speed and the cooldown between shots. So, any runner of this game has to learn a different timing for every new missile upgrade, and each new timing is actually successively harder than the last. So, by the time we get to ice missiles, it's already getting pretty darn challenging. So imagine when we get to the final missile upgrade, it's pretty stinking hard. But thankfully, we have two professionals here. We have. I was trying to come up with a joke and I failed. I'm sorry. Would you ever find it in your hearts to forgive me?
This time.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. I'll make it up to you, I promise. But with our second visit to Sector 3 done, I think it's time to do the thing that not enough Super Metroid runners do and save the animals. Glenn, you're a fusion runner. This should come naturally.
You right.
That's right. The animals from Super Metroid are still here. They are on the station because plot reasons. And now we're going to save the animals twice, because a race just means more animal saving, which makes...
shot cancel? I was not expecting to get that.
We take those.
If we take those, it was just weird to me.
W is not just for win, it's for weird. But we take both of those.
Yeah.
So back up to the main deck they both go. Now my burning question is, are we going to see an impossible strat from either of our runners today?
I'll try it for fun.
Glenn, truly the people's champion, trying impossible strat.
There's a reason it's called impossible.
Literally impossible.
Literally impossible.
Literally impossible. Ooh, that actually was pretty close.
Yeah.
It actually was pretty close.
Come on.
Literally impossible.
Literally impossible every time.
Yeah.
That's as close as I've ever gotten it, and I've done it like 4 times.
Thankfully, this section also contains the freest shine break in the entire run, which is convenient because you don't have to deal with the stretches in there. Now let's see how the animals treat Glenn.
Like crap, as usual.
1, 2. The other 2 were holding hands in the bathroom, I guess.
Okay, it wasn't that bad.
Ooh, MetroidMaster unfortunately not getting the shine break, so he's gonna have to do it the classic way, freezing the stretchies. Gonna cost him some time, but some good animal RNG could gain him some time back.
1,
Boy, those
2,
edit
3,
queens are just not having
4. Where's the little one?
Where's the babby?
There's the baby! Look at him run. Ah, look at him, he's so cute.
I can't see anything!
Tell me when it's over.
I can't! I don't even see it!
You're good.
Am I? I'm glad you can see through
Oh
that.
my god, how do you even look at that?
I don't know. He's got.
The poor baby.
Well, the good news is that runners are on. Whoa! Oh god, you're just even brighter somehow.
Oh, God.
It's the CRT.
Yeah. The good news is our runners are actually almost done picking up items for this run completely. Any percent means minimum items. So optional items wise, there's 1 more missile tank, and yeah, that's it. So you're gonna be
2
grabbing.
if you're me. 2 if you're me.
Ah, that's right, I forget. Metroid Master does in fact like to grab himself an extra safety missile tank, which I will point out when we get to it. In the meantime, Glenn's going to be grabbing his final missile tank.
Psych. Going for a different one.
Is it every time, or just you prefer it?
Yeah.
All right,
I don't know why I've started going for the Yakuza missile, but we just do now.
Yeah. All right. I can dig it.
So I'm gonna grab this.
Yeah, I like a little bit of variety. You know, keep the route fresh. Like, goodness knows I still need to go back and relearn all my all my RTA time saves because I never learned them. All my door fixes and things like that. Now, Fusion, which was for many years an in-game timer game, had switched to RTA a small handful of years ago, and since then it's never quite been the same, at least not for me.
Whee!
Glenn doing himself a nice little shine spark right here. And ignore that shadow in the background, I'm sure it's absolutely nothing.
Oh, nice.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about?
There's nothing there.
Incidentally, that shadow is also a great indicator to make sure that you did the correct thing on your first go-through.
I'd be shocked if I didn't know now.
A common accident that might happen is, well, maybe not common, but I think it's one of those rites of passage sort of things. On your first, since you go to Sector 5 more than any other sector, runners have been known to forget to go to the data room for ice missiles and just leave. And it feels real bad when you do that. It happened to me once. Yeah, it did.
I've seen Scotty do it. Like, everybody's done it.
Scotty did it during the finals of the Metroid Fusion tournament. And still won!
It's true.
How?
Because
It's
he's
That
Scotty.
good. It's Scotty.
That's what I'm talking about, I guess, because his name is Scotty CW.
C Scotty W. Shout out to C Scotty W. incidentally, who is the record holder in every category. Wait, does he have it? Yeah, he's the record holder in every category of
For
Fusion
this game,
and Zero Mission.
most Metroid games that I can think of.
Not Super.
Except for Super and Dread.
Yeah, and he is in Metroid too, unless Behemoth took it back. But my point is, Scotty is an incredibly good Metroid player and just a real cool dude. But we're getting sidetracked, I think. Fusion's a long run. There's a lot to talk about, but there's still more time than we need to talk about it.
Whee!
The color red, or the color blue?
Depends on context.
LEDs.
I'm not going to tell you because you pick the exact opposite.
Does it really matter? Because mix them together and your favorite color exists.
It is, but you can't get both.
I know, it's unfortunate.
There is no purple tunic.
Why not?
You can't. In order to get 100%, you have to pick a tunic.
That's
Okay, pick the blue one.
That's nice.
There's a bid war to pick which tunic color I will get on Sunday morning in Link's Awakening DX. So,
Oh, really? How do we donate towards that?
well, if you scroll down under the stream, there is a link that says donate, which will take you to the Tiltify page for Buckeye Speed Bash 2023, where you can donate money to the good cause that is WaterAid. And in doing so, you can put it toward one of our many donation incentives or bid wars. And bid wars, you get to do both. And one of our bid wars is, in fact, the tunic color in Link's Awakening DX. So, by all means, if this sounds like something that would interest you,
Power's out.
powers up. What did you both do this time?
Not me.
I may have clipped the wrong wire.
Oh no. So Glenn, the first to make it back to ship. MetroidMaster about to grab that missile tank we talked about earlier in the next room. There's actually a hidden missile tank there, which Glenn opted not to grab. MetroidMaster does like to grab this tank. There it is.
Little swag, low height.
Didn't need those brain cells from bonking the ceiling. It's fine.
There are brain cells?
Probably.
Never heard of it.
I mean, I've been told that's a thing.
That would be news to me. Are they useful?
Hold on, did I miss something?
Supposedly.
Did I miss a tank? I should have 50.
There's always more to grab.
There's always more to grab. Did you grab the one on the way out of Animals?
I thought I did.
I don't know then.
Okay. It's really weird. It'll be fine, I'm sure.
Rude.
Yeah, probably. But both of them are now heading into a section that is colloquially referred to as the boss gauntlet. There's a sequence of bosses that you fight in relatively rapid succession. They can absolutely ruin your day. They're not very nice. Starting with this one, the spider that forgot to grab 2 legs this morning, Yakuza. So, Glenn hitting it off screen, you have to jump when you fire those missiles, otherwise you're not high enough to hit it. So you want Yakuza to open its mouth, which it may or may not do. Ideally, you want to get the two cycle, but it looks like
He says no.
Glenn getting grabbed on purpose here to force the cycle to finish sooner, and not great RNG for Glenn.
What was that, 4 grand?
Yeah,
Come on. Thank you.
going for doubles too. What a champ! All right, MetroidMaster starting the fight here.
Why am I not? Oh, because I didn't get the jumps.
How many cycles we? Glenn getting those ice doubles too, which ain't easy. Oh, gross. MetroidMaster also getting the worst possible luck on Yakuza Phase 1 here. Oh no! Not doing enough damage to send it into Phase 2! Oh no! Oh, you hate to see it. This is bad news, especially if, oh, thankfully, Yakuza Man deciding to open its mouth relatively quickly on that second go.
How kind.
How thoughtful. Now just to get in Phase 2, which is, can be actually pretty challenging. Yakuza moves pretty randomly here, so it's very much an adapt on the fly section. Now, 6 missiles for this core. Can we get triple doubles? I can go for the single. Ooh, a clean double there. But you can still finish it off here with a double. Oh. And single axis sweet spot. Would take those over no sweet spot. A bit. Glenn, are you trying to clown on the sax?
Yes.
Am I?
Ooh. The sax said no.
That's fine.
Thankfully, the mandatory SAX chase here is not the scariest thing. Sax is still very dangerous, make no mistake. You saw that one ice beam shot hit Glenn for over 200 damage, but still. By this point in the game, you're even at any percent, you're usually in pretty good shape to not have too much trouble, assuming you don't just start spaghettiing everywhere.
I'm good at spaghetti.
God, why did I say spaghetti? Now I want spaghetti. I'm just gonna be thinking about food for the rest of this run. I'm real sorry.
It's all good. How rude.
And it looks like Glenn is the first to make it over here to the next boss fight in the gauntlet. Of course, talking about Notori. I'm still not entirely sure what Notori is supposed to be. It just kind of stands there and doesn't move.
Some kind of plant.
Yeah, it's obviously some kind of plant. And you're far to the right enough, like Glenn is. The left spore thing does not shoot spores at you, which is great, because then it doesn't knock you into the plants down below. And the second phase is just, it shoots plasma beams at you. Gosh, I can't imagine what power up you could possibly get from this boss.
Are you sure it's plasma beam?
Yes.
I think it's basic.
You know, I'd be inclined to think it was power bombs, except that I unfortunately read the spoiler log, and I just know that the power bombs comes from a data room. So, very nice doubles from Glenn, though.
Got one.
What?
Got one double on there.
Hey, and
You know what? It's
any number
hard.
greater than 0, I will take on that boss. I hate
It's
doubles on
true.
that boss.
They're stupid tight. Not the tightest, but they're stupid tight.
Yeah. MetroidMaster now also fighting Notori, and deciding to do a little bit of botany along the way, because sometimes you just have to feed the plants. Unfortunately, MetroidMaster also using a lot of missiles, so we're going to have to rely on some green drops to try to do some damage here. Ooh, this could be sketchy. Damn, they're just always getting just the one green X.
And not getting able to touch
There we
it.
go.
There you go.
I'm surprised I didn't get sniped by the plasma beam. I guess the angle was just a wee bit off.
We take that, we take that.
It's true.
Alright, both of them now having Plasma Beam. Plasma Beam has actually been slightly modified from its time in Super Metroid. It still has the same property of going through enemies, which is its party trick, but the way it deals damage has changed. Whereas previously, it would just do damage as long as it was inside the hitbox, so it would hit like 2 or 3 times. Now, the Plasma Beam does damage for every frame it's inside the enemy's hitbox. This is a 60 FPS game.
That sounds like fun.
It is fun for you, not for the enemies. And as it turns out, anyone ever told you that geometry isn't helpful outside of school was lying, because it's helpful here. Because if you have a square hitbox, and you want a beam to stay inside that hitbox for as long as possible, where should you be shooting it?
I don't think that was the right direction.
What's that voices inside my head that haunt my dreams? Diagonally? That's correct! So you're going to be seeing them take advantage of that on a specific boss later on, where they're going to be just nailing those diagonal shots with the charged plasma beam to do maximum damage. Which is appropriate.
Maximum power.
Alright, Glenn, Glenn, are you gonna give it to us? Glenn's giving it to us. 1 room, 2 rooms, all the way. The Nightmare Shine Spark, the single longest Shine Spark in the game, always incredibly satisfying. And don't worry, don't think too much about the name, it's fine.
I never kill that pirate.
It's impossible.
It's literally impossible.
Literally impossible.
It's the other impossible strat.
I've seen people do it, I'm just kind of like, how are you doing this impossible
Why
thing?
are you cheating?
Why are you cheating? I tried everything.
Nice reds.
Double reds off a random enemy, that's impossible.
Why am I cheating?
Literally impossible. Why are you cheating? Why are you cheating about that and not about
Hey!
Hey, MetroidMaster, getting the... We got ourselves a double Nightmare Shine Spark. It actually just showcased something kind of fun, though. When Samus passes through a broken door, regardless of what she's doing, the game always puts her right at the bottom of the door.
Weird.
Because that's how it's programmed, I don't know. But now it's time for Nightmare! So Glenn is going to try to take it out of the first 3 phases as fast as possible. That was phase 1, you missed it. Now it's time for phase 2. Ooh, phase 2 is a little bit sketchy here. Those missiles just getting knocked down by gravity.
That was phase 1?
Yeah.
I thought that was phase 1.
No, now you're in phase 3.
I have a very colorful name for this boss. We're not saying it today.
I just call him Owen Wilson.
Wow.
Wow. Alright, now it's time for the dance. Very nicely done from Glenn, getting Nightmare back into shootable position as quickly as possible. That was a... Phase 2 was a bit sketchy, but honestly, phase 3 was real good there. Nicely done, Glenn.
Frankie, why does Nightmare suck?
His face is melting. You'd be mad too.
Yeah, it's very true. Alright, so Glenn getting a couple of double... Looks like a double there, and then MetroidMaster... Ooh! Phase 1 real quick, and... Oh no! Almost having a very clean phase 2. Still finishing off pretty quick. Now it's time for the final phase. Taking care of Melty Face McGee over here, while Glenn being very stylish with a nice purple and teal combination going here.
I was promised shoulder pads. I feel lied to.
I know, I know.
Yeah, well, we got a cool color scheme.
Yeah, we do.
I think it's my favorite color scheme.
Same. I like this one a lot. And MetroidMaster also finishing off Nightmare, going to the port, getting a double right there. Can we get another double? Oh, that was... This isn't Zazabi. What are you doing? No, this isn't Yakuza. What are you doing?
I don't know.
How many jumps do we get on Sasabi?
Too many.
Too many.
Way too many.
Way too many. It's not both. Now both our
Great
are extremely
suits.
stylish. And heading into Underwater Sector 4, where Glenn already is. Underwater Sector 4 is kind of a cruel joke. Because it looks really soothing, it sounds really soothing. It's trying to kill you, more so than above Water Sector 4. This is one of the most dangerous parts of the run. Because even though you have the gravity suit that it reduces damage, this is a linear game, so they've scaled up the damage correspondingly. So you're still just taking way too much damage.
Wrong version.
Yeah. So everything just hurts a lot in this section. So it's all mostly about avoidance, and if you have to fight something, you just do what you can to kill it fast from a distance. Thankfully, Charged Plasma helps with that a lot, but if you perish thought you have to deal with one of those the double fish, the big fish, those things really, really hurt.
Really?
Yeah, oh my gosh, MetroidMaster having to deal with 2 of them at once. There's a third one! No thanks.
What is up with
I don't
these?
want it.
Ay, ay, ay.
I already had breakfast. I don't want croissants.
Man, I would murder some croissants
You
right
want
now.
the sandwich?
No, I want real croissants, thank you.
Ooh.
Well, that ticket.
But, as somebody alluded, our next power-up is, of course, diffusion missiles. The final missile power-up, which is actually a cool power-up, and I'm kind of sad they didn't do more with it.
No, they changed it to beam this time.
It's true.
And
Thanks to another specific other game.
And this is definitely a situation where charging through the door transition is useful, because the diffusion missiles takes, what, 8 seconds to charge, I think?
Too long.
Way too long. So that is, if you're going to use diffusion missiles, do yourself a favor, charge them through a door transition. You will save yourself so much waiting. No. You love Spain. It's completely different.
That's like planes.
It's like pain with an S. What?
Planes?
No, that's different.
I don't know. I got distracted and lost my shine spark. I blame Conster.
It's a Russian gunship doing here.
Valid. Oh, goodness. Powerbombs sure are loud, aren't they?
They whoosh.
They make whoosh. At least it's a satisfying whoosh.
I think they must be the second loudest sound in the universe.
I have heard that.
It's true.
Just once, though.
If only... I wonder what the loudest sound in the universe is.
We can find out later.
I'm sure you probably could.
I don't think it'll take long.
Probably not. But before that, we have to deal with Microsoft's ongoing quest for monopoly, because it's in its quest to purchase everything. It has also purchased Box, that security remote we dealt with earlier. So now it's the Xbox, and thankfully, as it turns out, you can deal with the Xbox much like you deal with a lot of other things. Excessive violence. So Glenn and MetroidMaster are going to go down there and just put it out to pasture.
I give it the red ring of death.
Red ring of death. That's what we call missiles now.
But they're blue. But they produce ice.
Glenn.
Is it that hot? Yep, I know.
Time to go play Sub-Zero.
I'm just so distracted.
It's my fault. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's all good. It's all good. We're here for a good cause. We're having a good time. I mentioned how happy I am to see you both again after so long. It feels like it's been forever.
Thank you.
It's been a few months now, I think, yeah.
Actually, we went to see the. We wanted to watch the Guardians game.
We did watch one Guardians game.
Yeah,
It was a good game.
it was a good game. MetroidMaster has been ages since I've seen you though. It's good to see you again.
It's been, what, a year?
Give or take.
I feel
Actually,
like longer than that.
exactly a year.
Exactly a year, because I was here at BSB.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Which is weird. It's the same dates, almost, except for, like...
In the same location,
by
no less.
Yeah, it's weird. Weird how that works.
Yes.
Do we have
God, why we keep talking about food? Y'all are killing me.
Speaking of killing, Xbox might die here shortly.
It is Xbox, yeah. Because of the layout of this room, it can actually knock you off the railing by jumping now, which is not very polite. And also, the beam core is actually exceedingly dangerous. I lost my best friend ever to this core, and I've never forgotten it. It haunts me to this day.
Puffer, please.
Thankfully, we do have a pretty good visual cue for where the sweet spot is. You just line up with the rock nipple on the ground down there, and there you go, boom.
It's a very odd way of putting it, but that's exactly what it looks like.
Do we have a
You'll never forget.
Nope.
for a donation?
Absolutely.
We have a $10 donation from Spectre saying, everyone's doing amazing. Take my money.
Wait, what? No.
He didn't get...
You're doing amazing, MetroidMaster. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
No. I'm just confused because I stopped right by the gate, I thought. Did I not?
Well, I mean, you were a little bit distracted by the fact that there is no entry without authorization. That's fine. You're just obeying the rules. It's fine.
Okay, there.
Glenn?
So I should have noticed something was off.
You didn't tell me there was going to be a title drop in this game.
Not another one.
Yep. Lots of little ones, as it turns out. They do formation flying, too.
Weird, I've never got them to stack like that.
If you jump through the door, that's what happens.
Oh. I've learned today.
All right. All right, let's see how MetroidMaster handles Xbox over here. The annoying thing about it is, if you want to shoot it before it jumps, you have to. There's like no particular visual cue. You just have to kind of do it by feel, and it's possible. It's just weird.
Clean, fairly clean, I should say.
Yeah, we take that.
This is the furthest I've made it in a run out of 5 runs in like 3 weeks.
Awesome.
It's crazy. Keep dying to Xbox.
Xbox is actually pretty nasty.
He can be.
Yeah,
It's that
definitely.
Microsoft power.
It's true.
The power of Microsoft
All
is
that-
just too much sometimes.
All that money, man. And when you lose, the worst part is you just wake up naked in an alley. You suddenly have a Game Pass subscription.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna
Just gonna have to cancel
suppress that.
And you just have to deal with the second longest text box in the game there. Our computer dad tells you he's very disappointed. He thought you were at the library studying, but in reality, you went out and were hanging out with whatever heck was going on in there. House party in the Metroid sector.
This restricted zone.
Restricted zone.
Computer dad's not happy.
The cool thing about that, though, is
There you go.
Yep, jump to the door. The cool thing about it, though, is they show you all the Metroid evolutions in the background. Oh, I'm about to show one of my favorite little cool tricks of this run. The gold pirates are supposed to shoot them in the back, but as it turns out, the way the game checks that you're shooting behind them is that you're facing the same direction, because it figures, honestly, pretty reasonably, that if you shoot and you're facing the same direction, you're behind them. Because no one really ever expects you to shoot and quickly turn around. I think it's actually really cool. It's actually really cool. That's actually a really smart way to check it, you think about it. It simplifies things a lot. Alright, speaking of the loudest sound in the universe.
Ridley is a chump.
My ears.
I
What?
think you made him mad.
What? So you see Glenn shooting diagonally through Ridley's hitbox and following it up with an ice missile. This is to maximize damage, because again, plasma means damage per frame, so maximum frames. And you follow up with the ice missile for good measure, because sometimes you just want a little extra something. And that was a really clean Ridley fight. Now the question is, can you get any diffusion doubles?
No.
The hardest doubles. Ooh! Can you get
Hater
another
back
one?
there.
Can you get 2?
Not that time.
But still, even getting 1 diffusion double is impressive.
Nope.
They are
Just the one.
hard. They are hard to get. And a sweet spot. That was a real good Ridley fight. From
I'll
Glenn.
take it.
Yeah, we absolutely take a fight that good. So that screw attack, which is extremely good in this game, essentially makes you invincible.
Oh, I didn't get past this run. Dang.
So Glenn has the last major power-up in the run. With that, he's actually on his way to end game. MetroidMaster taking care of the gold pirates. Very nice shot on that
we
one.
high-fived.
You get the ooh, nice. I'll way to deal with Ridley as well. I think MetroidMaster's volume is turned up a little bit louder, so we're gonna get a little bit better listening of the the song of his people.
At least through the mics.
Oh yeah. Assuming the door decides to open, there we go.
Here's the song of my people.
And
All right, you. Come here.
Ooh, that goes. I'm forever proud of the infographic I made, which was a comparison of sounds. And it's just kind of like, rock show, space shuttle taking off, and the loudest thing on the far right of the graph is just a black outline of Ridley.
Still calculating.
Mind letting me go, please? Thank you.
No. That was a good fight. Check him out real quick. That was a good double. I think you got a double there, bro. Oh,
No, I don't think it's not.
ooh, still, this late in the game, even with a gravity suit, that's nasty. You still got all the way down to under 100 energy, but you did it.
Ridley crazy.
Really nasty.
But he's also a chump,
Yeah,
at least in this game.
true.
Damn.
Well, I think the bosses in this game are definitely better than the ZM bosses.
It's true.
All right, it's time for a little bit of Resident Sleeper action. The longest dialogue in the game by a lot on Glenn's screen. It's long enough that it's even longer in English too. So thankfully saving some time here. Yeah, in case y'all couldn't have pieced that one together, both runners are playing on the Japanese version because you save what, like 2 minutes?
Give or take.
Yeah, I
Why
think we
not?
mentioned that at the beginning of the run
Okay.
before you dropped in.
Before I unceremoniously snuck in and started talking really loudly over both of you.
It's fine.
Also a fun little touch that in Sector 1 when you're going back through it, you see the broken Metroid shells, which of course implies that the Metroids are spreading around the station and they're evolving, which ain't great. Anyone who's played Metroid 2 can tell you Metroid evolutions can be pretty nasty.
Clean.
Nice.
Fairly clean, I should say.
Clean-ish.
Clean-ish, but clean.
Yeah, we take that.
I'll take it.
I don't know. When I
If it
give
was
times,
truly
I
clean, I
always
would
say
have
ish.
successfully made all those jumps with the shot cancels proper, without falling back down a bit.
Alright, and now MetroidMaster entering the longest dialogue of the game right here, while Glenn already on the main deck heading to the final boss of the game. It's time for that showdown. After all this time, being stuck in all those elevators listening to smooth jazz, he's had enough. Time has come to put an end.
Well, are you gonna make it dance?
What?
Are you gonna do a pogo? Give us a pogo?
I've never done pogo.
Okay.
Why not?
I
Because
just
you
never
screw up, you
bothered.
can die.
I haven't saved.
I'm going to ask
so no.
Adam to open the pod bay doors. And he says, I'm afraid I can't do that.
Samus, do you see me as a father figure? No.
Not even once.
All right, Glenn's going to be the first to make it to Sax. Now, we have Sax. You want to try to get, again, those diagonal shots, but also keep it frozen. It doesn't stay frozen for long. When you do it right, you can kind of keep it locked in place. Oh, no! You can still salvage it, though. Yeah, just like that. That's what you want to be doing right there. Diagonal shots, followed by an ice missile immediately to keep it frozen. This is the best way to maximize damage, otherwise this fight is really long.
4-shot does not exist.
Now, can we get the 2-shot on phase 2 here? Looks good. That looks good. Oh, really
That's-
close.
It's fine.
Yeah. But are you gonna get me some doubles on? Give me some doubles on the ice score here, Glenn. That looks pretty good, actually.
That was definitely a double. Ooh, the triple!
Doubles! Ooh!
That was clean.
Ooh! Because that is a, make no mistake, folks, that is a 6-missile course. The only way to do that is triple doubles. Very, very nice.
That's what I mean at the baseball team.
Unassisted triple play. We're seeing this on Sports Center for weeks.
One got home run.
High five?
High five.
Yeah.
Well, high five. Through
High
the
five.
through the
High
patch.
There we go.
Hey, there you go.
No, hold on, that was bad here.
Give us a zigzag.
Oh, wait,
Give us a
you're
zigzag.
leaving.
Okay.
Oh.
Never mind.
I tried.
He zigged when he should have zagged. I couldn't have said it better.
Yep.
Alright, now MetroidMaster going to deal with the sacks as well. Can we get that nice clean... Ooh, MetroidMaster going for a slightly different placement here.
That's too high.
Not quite getting the low height. Low height Shine Spark is actually exceedingly difficult to get here.
The timing is terrible.
Yeah.
Hey, I parked here, right?
You did park here.
Did you take my car, Mr. Dinosaur?
Did you put coins in the meter?
Maybe. Can I move? What the heck is that? Why
Oh,
is
that's
that-
right. I forgot to mention the SAX is reproduced via mitosis or binary fission. I forget which one of the two is appropriate.
Asexual division.
Asexual division, yeah. So, and now we find out that everybody lied. You can absolutely get the ice beam. And Glenn's setting up for the quick kill, and there it is.
Come here.
So we'll do time when MetroidMaster finishes. We'll figure out Glenn's time once Samus faces the screen, which is 1:18:40. Nicely done, Glenn.
Take it.
And in time the celebratory colony drop. That's how Gundam works, right?
I think so.
Gundam or Evangelion? I don't know.
Seems about right.
Are you kidding me? Gundam is fueled by colony drops and angst. All the angst.
All the angst.
It's been a hot minute since I last watched Gundam.
And Bright Noah slaps. A lot of slaps.
It's true. All of it.
Oh. Ooh.
He also zigged when
What
he
was
should have
that?
zagged.
That was me almost getting excited about Zigzag. Don't worry. Don't be alarmed by the fact that you can't see what I'm doing right now.
Oh, what?
Oh, okay.
It's fine. Don't worry.
It's fine.
This is fine.
Why do you have 0 health?
Everything's fine. Nothing is wrong.
It's totally fine. Your ship is still there. You parked there.
See,
Dude, where's my car?
Psych.
Sir, why am I ice? Ow.
Where's my car?
Extremely
Rude.
So in case anyone's wondering, we joked about Pogo. Since the Omega Metroid is trying to get to you, it's actually possible to space jump over its head if you have tight enough space jumps and get in the top right corner. If you do that, Omega Metroid will just bounce up and down in place trying to get to you and not be able to touch you, and it looks ridiculous. All right, going for the little to our forward, I think.
Yep.
Ooh. We can still do this though. All right, come on, MetroidMaster, seal the deal. Seal the deal. Oh!
There you go.
There we go. The baby is not the baby. The Omega is dead. Crab emoji. So time is on. Sam is facing the screen.
And time.
Time. 1:20:52
Good game.
from
GG.
MetroidMaster.
I'm a butt whoop, but hey, you know what? All the more reason to keep grinding.
God, I love this game. It's such a good game and a good speed run.
It's so
It
good.
is.
It's so simple.
8% memory curl.
The community's got such great people in it. You want me to fling this at him or should you?
What?
He knows what he said.
Oh, I must have missed it.
It's all right.
Feels no bigger
We'll
for
make
it.
him pay later.
It's true.
Well, that sure was a fusion race.
It
I think this is
was.
actually the first race we've done at BSB in years, since BSB 2. So it makes me happy we were able to put it back on the schedule with such a good race. Glenn MetroidMaster, thank you so much.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for having us.
Oh, absolutely. Now, before we move it on to the next thing, is there anything you two would like to say to the bevy of fans out there?
Big shout outs to the Metroid Fusion or GBA Metroid community in general, since they tend to intersect a lot. Shout outs to Glenn here for peer pressuring me into submitting for this race.
49?
Peer pressure.
Oh, it's a 50.
Yeah, peer pressure to coming back to BSB. Shout outs
true.
also to Conster for peer pressuring me into coming to BSB again.
Excellent.
We're just the worst.
Yeah.
The worst.
So, thanks to the other communities, if you're interested in learning to speedrun Metroid Fusion, there is a Discord for that, as well as for Metroid Zero Mission.
For the record, the Fusion community's been doing weekly races again, once or sometimes twice a week.
Yeah,
on
there are
Wednesdays and
every
Fridays.
Friday.
Wednesdays and Fridays.
Oh, great. During my work hours. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it was about 9 p.m. Eastern.
I think so.
Or
They're doing one.
weekly races?
If I remember right, there's one tonight.
So yeah, otherwise, again, thanks to Buckeye Speed Bash for having us again. Always a pleasure to come out and run and showcase these games. You can find me, twitch.tv/MetroidMaster. You can find Glenn at
Twitch.tv/MetalGlennSolid, where I'll be playing a lot of this or Metal Gear Solid 5 for reasons. It looks like a terminal montage run, I promise.
Yep. And let's see, I believe later on Sunday you'll be seeing me back on stage again with some Windjammers, which is an absolutely fun game. So
Will there be a world record?
we'll see.
Not if Bash Prime has anything to say about it.
You would have to beat the current world record holder, Bash Prime.
In everything, yes.
In everything.
In
except
everything.
I also hold the world record.
No, Bash Prime has
In
1 second
Windjammers.
faster than you.
Well, you still need to try to get the uncontested world record then.
All right, let's see what my in-game time looks like.
51 or 52.
Every time I watch you run this game, it makes me want to come back to it. It's so hard to find the time though.
Come back to Fusion Crunchy.
Oh, I do now have my GameCube and GBI working again,
It only took a fresh install.
which took me what, a year?
52.
Time to do.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad at all. So that was good. That was real good.
11%.
So
And yeah, so with that, we will see you all next mission.